feel really good. That's the best way to put it. But I told Brad this, and I believe it. We gave our team a very honest evaluation of their team. I was really impressed with their team yesterday. I was really impressed watching them on tape. They play at an energy level much, much higher than anybody that we've played this year, and they made us play with an energy level much higher than we've played at any other time this year. I think that they got our focus. That's encouraging to me to see how we can do when we really focus and play at that same energy level. But I will say it again, Oklahoma State was so good we felt like we had to play extremely hard and extremely intelligent and really well to have a chance, and we did, for the most part, did that all night.
We'll take questions for the players.
This is for both you guys. At times, sometimes early in the season, it's been difficult to raise that energy level to the desired level. Why was that not a problem tonight?
I think it's because our coaches did a great job of, like Coach said at pregame meal, they weren't trying to scare us. They were just trying to get us prepared for what's to come, and we knew that they were going to come out and try to hit us first, and so we had to hit them first, and I think we did a good job of doing that. We were diving on the floor. We were getting after it. We were taking them out of what they wanted to do, and I think that was something that we wanted to do. And so we did a great job of preparing and getting our minds right for what was to come. So.
Yeah, I mean, I echo exactly what Joel and Coach said. You know, we knew that they would come out, play extremely hard. I mean, they were averaging, I think they said 4 points coming into the game. So we knew we had two guys, Juwan and Phil, that we had to really key in on, but everybody else had to come to play as well. So I think everybody, you know, just really picked up their game, and we could kind of tell, even on the bus ride over here, that everybody was really ready.
And let's be honest, too, I think Phil had some cramps. That was a problem for him out there tonight, too. Juwan was really good, but it hurt him with Phil not being able to play like he normally plays.
Justin, you seem to be consistently attacking the rim. I know you talked about in the offseason that was kind of a focus for you. Was tonight kind of the fruit of those efforts?
I mean, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, they were just open lanes, and I took advantage of them. So you can call it whatever y'all want to call it. But, I mean, they were just open lanes, and I just took advantage of them.
Don't quote me on this, but I think this is like the first time you guys have scored 100 points consecutively since 2011. Do you all think that you're clicking on all cylinders right now? And what do you need to do tomorrow to beat a very good Wisconsin team?
You want me to answer that or the players? Or all of us? You know, I love scoring a lot of points, but more importantly, I like shooting a really good percentage. And the team you're playing has a great deal to do with how many you score because they need to play at a fast pace. And Oklahoma State, needless to say, they wanted to play at a very fast pace too. You know, we haven't scored. I didn't realize that we hadn't scored 100 twice in a row since 2011. But we've won a heck of a lot of basketball games since 2011. So it's not our only focus, but our focus is to get good shots. And you know, we last year we had Marcus and Bryce, our two best players, and they're gone. And Joel and Justin, I challenged them all over every press conference, every radio, TV interview. I said it's going to remain to be seen. Can they do it when the defense is aimed at them? And I think they're showing that they can do it so far. And so, but we don't ever talk about getting 100 or anything like that.
Shot 50% or better now in 5 straight halves.
You know, clicking on all cylinders, that's a scary term because it's only the 6th game of the season. So, you know, to look down here and see, I guess, 6 people in double figures, you know, that's pretty crazy against a really good team. So, you know, I think we can still get a whole lot better. I know Coach thinks the same exact thing, but I think right now we're playing really well, but we got to continue this into tomorrow because we got a really good team again tomorrow.
Can both you guys just talk about what a win here, a title here tomorrow, if it comes, would mean this early in the season for your guys' development?
Yeah, I think it would mean a lot to us. Just like they said, we can get better, especially on the defensive end. And tonight, I think we did a great job. And I know the first the first 5 games, they were mediocre games. But tonight, I think we showed that, we have the team to be able to compete with high-caliber teams. So going into tomorrow, I think that we'll be ready. And if we come out with a win, I think it'll be great for us and down the road just to show that, we can play against top teams. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. For us, Wisconsin knocked us out 2 years ago. So, of course, a title would be great. But right now, we're trying to just focus in on Wisconsin. We know they're a really good team. So we got to focus in on them. But, I mean, obviously, a title would be great.
And, you think about it, too, and I've been around a long time. I remember sitting at a tournament, end of the season conference tournament one time, and we beat somebody by 41. They said, God, isn't this great playing at the top of your game? We got our butts beat the next day. So it's basketball. I mean, Villanova beat Oklahoma by 30 or 40 last year in the Final Four, and Villanova lost to Oklahoma by 20-something early in the season. So it's still so early, but I like the way we played. There's no question. And I would love, I think the more you win, the more you win. It's like putting. The more you make, the more you make. And so I'd love to win it.
Last question for the players.
Joel, with 6 guys scoring in double figures tonight, I know 5 are averaging double figures on the season. How does that balance help open things up for you?
Yeah, just being at the top of the scouting report going to each game, I think me and Justin, that'll be something familiar with us. And so seeing that we have 6 guys scoring in double figures, they just can't key in on us. They have to be ready for everybody else. So that just opened up more opportunities for us. And, we're just out there playing. We're out there, like Coach said, get lost in the game. And I think me and Justin did a great job of that tonight on the defensive end and the offensive end. And if we can continue to do that, that'll just help us out a lot. So.
Thanks, guys. We'll dismiss the players back to their team and take more questions for Coach.
Yeah, let's make sure everybody understands Justin was 7 for 7 from a foul line tonight, but his little brother was 10 for 10 during one of the breaks.
Roy, you've talked in recent years about trying to get these guys tougher and to play with more energy and effort. And the first half, they were diving all over the place, that kind of thing. Does that come more naturally to this group, or is that a result of you harping on it for so long?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both, but I was really ticked about the first 8 or 10 minutes because they got every loose ball. And every offensive rebound, that was a 50-50 ball they got. And so we got after them a little bit, and then Justin dove on the floor one time. Tony dove on the floor one time. And after that, I thought we were really into it. But at one point, we out-rebounded them 44-32. But at one time, they had 7 more rebounds than we did on the offensive boards. It ended up at half. It's 3 more rebounds, I think. So I think, again, the more you do it, it becomes infectious. But if we didn't come in with that kind of attitude today against a team that plays like Oklahoma State, we would not have been successful. I was really impressed with Brad's team. I go way back. Some of the greatest games I ever coached in was Kansas against Oklahoma State when Eddie Sutton was there. And Eddie Sutton played for Mr. Iba. Brad's college coach was Jack Hartman, who played for Mr. Iba. And I used to say they were all hand-to-hand combat. And, nobody had any guns or knives or anything like that. It was just hand-to-hand combat, and it was a viciously intense game. And that's what I saw coming out of Oklahoma State. The problem is that Phil wasn't full speed, and then we started the game really well. And basically, they make the 3 right before the half to cut it to 13, but it was 16, and then we scored the first 4 points of the second half and opened it up because we started making a lot of shots.
Roy, I'd asked Justin about his style of play tonight. Have you seen that from him in practice, playing a little bit more aggressive, attacking the rim more?
It's the biggest thing that I talked to him about in the offseason. I want him to get to the free throw line more and not be classified as just a shooter. And I think he did that. Opening the second half, I think he was one that made the first 2 baskets of the second half. And when you have a big lead like that at halftime and then come out and score early, then it really makes it hard for them. I think they scored 8 in a row at one spot and gave us something to get concerned about. But other than that time period, I think we were aggressive the whole game, but Justin particularly.
Any more questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.